in this video, we'll be telling you 4 different businesses that you can do in the Gambia. That is very lucrative. So the first business that I have in mind is Uber company. So if you set up a Uber company, which is very reliable and it is very fast, like it will be very, very lucrative. Like if you set up a Uber company and you set up a app where people can book online, where they'll be sitting in their homes in their comfortable zones, and they will just pull up their phone and go into the app, order an Uber. Like if you set up that kind of business in the Gambia here, it will be very lucrative. Because here people don't trust taxis, especially during the night time. So if you have a reliable Uber company, people can, when they go out night, they will just go in the app and they book an Uber. Many, especially women, because like some used to have bad experience. So that's why many people they don't trust the taxis. But if you have a reliable Uber company, which is a registered one, and you offer good services, like people will really, really book your Ubers. Yeah, so set up in an Uber business in the Gambia will be very, very good and it will be very lucrative. So that's the first business that I have in mind. So even you offer services at any time of the day and any time of the night, at any given time, when it is reliable, people will really, really book you. So it will really, really go. So I don't see any Uber company, even if they are here, like I did not notice any. So maybe there are some, but many people did not know of it. So if you have Ubers and you establish a mobile app where people can just go in the app and they just book an Uber, it will be really good. So people will really love that. So that's one thing that can work in the Gambia here. Yeah. You can start with small cars, like not a big company. You can start with 4, 5, or 6 cars. You employ drivers. So as time goes on, you expand. So starting up that business and set up in an Uber business, yeah, it will really work as other countries are doing. Yeah. So we have other businesses that you can set up in the Gambia here. So we will go to other places also so that we can talk about those businesses. So if you haven't liked the video yet, like the video, share the video with family and friends, and share the video in all your social media platforms. Yeah, so the second business that you can establish in the Gambia here is agriculture. As you know, agriculture is the backbone of this country, and agriculture is our daily life. We require agriculture in our daily life and in our daily activities, because in order for us to survive, we need to have food. So we need agriculture. So you establishing agriculture as a business, like it will really like go well. It will really bring in the profits that you are looking for. So this is a farm. As you can see, if you establish this type of farm, if you just, even if the farm is not big like this, but if you have even a small place, you can set up different kind of businesses, because agriculture is broad. So when you say agriculture is very broad. Like it can be separated in many things. So when it comes to agriculture, you can do many things as a business. We have fish farming, we have poultry farming, we have vegetable farming. So we have lot of activities, lot of businesses that you can venture into. So what you will do is you will do a research on the business that you want to set up, have more knowledge about it, then you can start it. For example, if you want to start a poultry farming, you can have a small area, because this place is huge. So maybe you will not require this size of land. You will just have a small portion. So if you like, you build a small house and you set up your poultry farm there. As you know, poultry here, it normally goes well. It really goes, because people buy the eggs, they buy the chicken, yeah, the chicken. So people use the chicken in like lot of activities. People require chicken in their daily lives, because in events people buy chickens. It's like when they have naming ceremonies, they normally buy chickens. When they have get-togethers, they normally buy chicken. So people require chicken in their daily activities. So if you establish a poultry, it will really go well. And people do eggs with lot of stuff. So people require eggs also to do other stuff. So if you establish a poultry, Yeah, like when you can produce eggs, you can also produce chicken, so there is a market for that, you can also do vegetable farming, because here people really like go into vegetable farming, because people in every meal people normally put vegetables there, maybe it will not be all the vegetables that they will put in their food, but they put half of the vegetables in their foods, so if you establish a vegetable farm, it will really, really go well, because there is a lot of market in agriculture, you can set up different kinds of vegetables. So you will just make a research the kind of vegetable that you venture into, because there are a lot of videos online. There are a lot of farmers that really show you, like their daily activities and what they normally do, and how they set up their farm. So if you look through those videos, you will be able to see how they were able to do it, So there is a lot of market in farming, so you can really, really establish a business and do well in agriculture, so you can have this kind of big land, you separate it, you do animal farming and crop farming, you can do crop farming and you can do animal farming if you have a huge land, as you can see, this is a huge land. If this person one, the person can separate it into two, this person will be crop farming, this side will be crop farming, and this other side will be animal farming, yeah, so you can mix it, it will be called mixed farming. You can do mixed farming here. So if you have a huge land, you can do mixed farming, so, and another thing also, you can have in animal farming, you can have goats, sheep, as you know, when people have events, they normally buy rams, they buy goats, and they buy cows for their events, so if you have that, if you have mixed farming, you will be doing well in crop farming and you will be doing well in animal farming, so if the people require animals, you can sell them the animals. If they require the vegetables or the crop farming, you can sell them, so if you establish this huge land, like you will really, really do well in agriculture. So there is a lot of market in agriculture, so that's the second type of business that you can establish in the Gambia here, because agriculture is really a big thing in the country here. So not many people venture into agriculture, because here people think that agriculture is for the poor people, so, but you did not come with that mindset that agriculture is for the poor people, you will really, really do well, before people will realize you are already a millionaire, yeah, so that's the second business. So we will go to another place also. I will tell you another business that you can set up in the Gambia here, yeah. So the third business that you can set up here in the Gambia is house rental, so as you can see, this kind of house, if you build it, it will make you money, because here in the Gambia, especially in this combo area, it is very congested with people, so people don't find land, and here land is very expensive, so most of the people don't have places to stay. But if you establish this kind of house, if you have a place and you build this kind of house, you will really make money here, so you can set up a house rental property where you rent it to people. You can build many houses in the property. So if you build many houses in the property, you rent each house to people, so if you do that, you will really have money, so if you set up this around this in where the locals are, people normally want to rent this place so that they can have chance to integrate with the people, get to know the locals, and have interactions with the local. And people also used to build a mansion kind of sort of, so that they can rent it to people that normally come outside the Gambia here, like when visitors visit the Gambia, they normally rent apartments. So so if you have apartments here also, you can really make money, so house rental and apartment rental are really big thing in the Gambia here, yeah. So my advice will be, if you have a land, even it is not that fancy house, build a house. People like will really, book your place, so if you establish this in the Gambia, structure it well, and you take care of it, people will really come and rent your place, so I'm advising you to look into this. So if you have an empty land, even if it is not around here in this combo, wherever you have a land, you can buy it, as time goes on, people will move there, so having a land and putting it a rental place will be the lookout for the future, yeah. So you really, really need to look into it, so it is very lucrative. People are making many money out of it. So if you also come and you establish this kind of business, you will have money. And if you have this money, you can invest it to another property also, build another property also, and rent it. So as I tell you, people like buying a full land used to be a problem, because the average salary of people cannot buy them a land here in the Gambia here. So if you have a place, because many people, when they grow up, they will want to move out of the family, because they also need to be responsible and they also need to build their own families. So if you have a rental place, they will rent your place, every month they pay you, so that they can also start their families, so that they can also build a new family. So if you already have this in place, like, it will not be a waste. People will really rent your place. Even if someone move out, immediately someone move out, someone will be coming in. Because for me here, people will always be asking me, do you know any place where they are doing rental, or do you know any place where I can rent? So most of the time, I don't. The places that I used to know used to be full. So it means it is really going. So if you have this established here, it will really, really make you money. So house rental is another business that you can do here in the Gambia here. Yeah. So we will go to another place also, and we tell you another business that you can do in the Gambia here. But before we go, if you haven't subscribed yet, so hit the subscription button, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video here on YouTube. So many interesting stuff will be coming on this channel, so you won't want to miss those out. Yeah. So another business that you can set up in the Gambia here is mini stadium rental. So if you have a small mini stadium where people normally play, like, it will really, really make you money. As you can see on these videos that I'm just showing you on top here, this is me and my friends. We book this place. So people normally book this place, fully, because the place was booked since in the morning up to the afternoon or in the evening. So if you have a place where it is rental, like if you have a mini stadium rental, it will really, really make you money in the Gambia here. Because many people from the morning up to the evening, it used to be booked. So people used to go there to have fun. So me and my friends last week, we went there to have fun. So we book it prior to going there. So it is really a big thing in the Gambia here. As if people are not footballers, many people are not footballers, but they normally go there to just have fun, and just to exercise. So if you have a small mini stadium and you rent it, like, it will really, really make you money in the Gambia here. So this is a business that you can set up in the Gambia here. Like, put it in a very suitable place and in a very good location. Like, every day you will have a lot of money, because you will operate it since in the morning up to the night time. So people will book it. Even people that normally go for work, like during weekends, they normally book the place. Like, they used to organize it with their co-workers, then they go there, they have fun. So if you really look into that, like, it will really make you a money in the Gambia here. And you can also, if you have a big land, you can also, if you have the means, you can also build there a big field and you rent it to division teams, because here many division teams did not have a playing ground. So they don't have a home ground. So if you build a place which is very big and it has a FIFA football standard, people, teams in the Gambia here will book it. So if they book it, they will play their home grounds there, and that will bring you income. So most of the teams in the Gambia here, they don't have a home ground. So if you have that and you rent it to teams, and they do their training activities and they play their home games there, each match that they will pay a lot of money. So if you establish that in the Gambia here, it will really, really make you money. So mini stadiums and stadiums, like, not a stadium, standard stadium I'm talking about, just a mini stadium. If you have that and a small sided field, like, if you have that, it will really, really make you money in the Gambia here. As you know, football is a big thing all over the world. So if you spend your money in football, it will bring the money to you. So money spent in football is not a loss money. It will bring out the profit. So if you build small sided places, divide it into two. So some people will be playing on this side, some people will be playing on this other side, and that all will make you money. So you just charge, like, 1 hour you charge people, 2 hours you charge people, depending on the number of times or hours that they want to spend there. So if you do that, you will really make money. So these are the business ideas that you can do in the Gambia here. So if many people like this video, I will bring in another video where you can start a small scale businesses in the Gambia here, So don't forget to like this video, share the video with family and friends, and share the video in all your social media platforms, So subscribe if you haven't. And our Clean the Gambia activities are still going on, so we want you to donate to our GoFundMe so that we can buy trash cans and put it in places. And I will also want you to support me by buying my book. So my book is available in the Gambia here at Taf Madiba Mall, and the ebook of the book is available for those in abroad, So the book also will be available on Amazon soon, and the people in UK also, the book will be available soon, Yeah, so support me by buying my book,